Hello and welcome again. Today we're going to recap a 2017 Korean movie called Along with Gods. The movie begins with Kim, the firefighter, who is in the middle of rescuing mission. Kim managed to rescue a young girl, and her parents was so happy. They all were cuddling. Kim then went to make sure the girl is fine, but no one was talking to him. That was weird. They didn't even see him. The family then left the scene, leaving Kim at his place, not believing what just happened. He was thinking, how cruel they are. He saved their daughter, and they didn't even thank him. Kim then heard his name. A guy called Hyun and a woman called Duck was calling him. Finally, someone cared about Kim. Kim didn't recognize them. He was looking at some firefighters. They were in panic, trying to help one of them. But the guy was already dead. After a good look, the dead guy was Kim himself. So Kim understood why no one could see him. Haewon and Duke then talked to him. They explained this situation. As Kim died during the fire, they will now guide him in his afterlife. Kim couldn't believe it. He wanted to see his mother one last time. But Haewon told him rules are rules. And now he will leave this world and will have a new journey in the afterlife world. Once Kim passed this portal, he met Gang, his new guard, who should advise him during his 7 trials. Gang explained the situation to Kim. Now he would go through 7 trials, and Gang is the guard with the highest record, as he helped 47 passengers to pass those trials. Kim was still shocked. He didn't fully understand what Gang said. Then Haewon and Duke arrived. They told Kim about trials ticket. It's an indicator to see whether he could survive the trials or not, as Kim was a firefighter who spent his whole life rescuing people. So the ticket showed he is a good person, or as they call, a paragon. Kim still didn't have a clue. So Duke started to explain. Paragon is a very rare person who spent a very decent life. Kim is the only paragon that showed up the last 400 years. Paragon has the highest chance to succeed in the 7 trials. Only then he would go back again to the living world. Kim then walked with the 3 guards, as his 9 weeks trial should start now. The first trial was named a Hell of Murder. Duke told Kim about it, that the judge would look for any murder Kim did, even if it was unintentionally. If Kim was found guilty, he will spend 500 years in hell. Then he will continue the other trials. Kim compiled before the judge, who found a piece of Kim's memory when Kim left on of his co-workers to die. While they were extinguishing the fire, Kim left his co-worker on the ground, then went back to the place that was on fire. But unfortunately, the whole place exploded. That killed his co-worker. And then he was the indirect reason for death. So Kim was charged for 50 years in hell. And Kim was so scared. But then Gang entered the place to defend Kim. He recalls the memory again, showing the judge what Kim did. He only left his friend to save 8 other people who were in the middle of fire. Then Kim tried to get back to his friend, but his co-workers stopped him, cause he would die if he entered the place again. After this successful defense, the judge was convinced, and he set Kim free. Kim was so happy, he even thanked Gang for his nice defense, but Gang told him that was the easiest trial, and he would face much harder trials as they proceed. The next trial was named Hell of Indolence, where they have to sail in a terrible river, and anyone was found guilty had to face a giant mill, where they got grinded. But Duke was so sure Kim was innocent, as she had a look on his memories. He never got lazy, but still he will have to convince the judges. Otherwise, he might fell to the river. Once Kim is there, he started to talk about his past life and how active he was. Duck then helped him talk. She mentioned that many times Kim helped people. One time he even helped a cow. That was more than enough for the judge, who was flattered to hear this news. At the end, she asked Kim why he was that kind. Kim was a little stupid. He told her it's all was for money. So the judge changed her mind and ordered her soldiers to throw Kim in the river, as his whole life was only about money. Just before Kim fell, Haewon and Gang spoke to the judge. Gang said that money was so important to Kim, but not cause he is greedy or want to spend his money. To prove his theory, Haewon showed Kim's memories out of work, showing that Kim was working his ass off He often worked to clean the floors, and other times he worked in a restaurant, only to bear his mother and brother's costs. So yes, Kim was working for money, but not for himself, just to make his family happy. That also was enough to let the judge change his mind again, and decided to set Kim free. So now he will head to the new trial. But during their adventure, their boat was attacked by a monster, so they started to escape. Once they are safe, Kim thought that was another trial, and they already succeeded. But Duck told him that the monster is an indicator. That is, one of his family died, and his soul isn't happy with Kim. That is why the monster tried to sink them. Hearing that, Kim thought about his sick mother. He was almost sure she was the one who died, but still didn't know why would she harm him. As they still not sure who actually died, this monster will keep chasing them. So Gang told them his plan. They now have to find who died, then bury them, in order to get rid of this monster. Gang then went back to our world to try to find the dead body. Until then, Kim had to wear a mask to cover his eyes, so the monster won't see anything, as long as Kim won't see either. Despite Haewon and Duke are much weaker than Gang, but they eventually reached Kim's next trial. This time the judge is a young girl with a lollipop, and will face Kim with all his lies. First of all, Kim lied to all his dead co-workers' families. He couldn't tell them the truth, so he was sending them fake letters with their relatives' signature. His co-worker, who Kim couldn't save, was one of his fake letters' victims, as Kim kept writing letters to his daughter, signed it as he is her father. Kim said he just couldn't break her heart, but that wasn't a good reason, cause soon or later, the young girl will know the truth, and she would have even worse feelings, cause she is now closer to her father, after all these nice letters. So the young judge had her word to cut off Kim's tongue, so he would never lie again. Gang wasn't there to defend Kim, so Duke decided to talk. She brought more fake letters, and Kim was so frustrated, but it seemed that Duke had a plan. These were also fake letters from Kim to his mother. He literally lied about everything, saying he is married and has kids, living a great life. In fact, Kim wrote these letters, cause his mother was so sick, so he tried to cheer her up. That night, Hong and Dong were on their turn of duty, but Dong was so upset, cause Hong will leave the army soon, and he will be alone again. As usual, Hong reassured him, saying he will always check on him, and placed the gun correctly in Dong's hand. But cause Dong was shaking, he shoot Hong by mistake. Then he didn't know what to do. Park, who is their supervisor, heard the shooting. When he arrived there, he knew what happened, so he decided not to report it. Cause Dong would be badly punished. Park and Dong were so scared that they buried Hong's body without even checking whether he was dead or not. In fact, Hong was still alive, and they buried him alive. That is why his soul is so mad, and he wouldn't stop till he took his revenge. On the other hand, Kim was in the middle of his trials. He wanted to be back to his world again. Kim then talked to Duke about his dreams and his past on Earth. Duke told him that all the Guardians were once human, but then all of their memories were erased to let them focus on their missions in the trials. Haewon didn't accept Duke's dramatic theory. He said they are lucky not to have any memory, unlike human who would feel sad knowing one of their relatives died. And Haewon said that Hong died by mistake. That shocked Kim. He couldn't even believe it. Why would Gang lie to him? Why would he lie in the first place? Gang was still in the middle of his journey. He finally could find Hong's soul again. After a breathtaking chase, Gang could finally capture this soul and asked Hong not to brother Kim and to let him win his trials. But Hong asked why would he do so? As Kim wasn't close to him, Hong claimed that Kim escaped when he was young and he never came back again. That was a big shock. Gang was sure that Kim is a good person. Even in the afterlife, he is a paragon. Hong then went to see Dong, who was too sad to live, so he decided to send Hong's body location to his mother, and then went to kill himself. Hong didn't accept it. He wanted Gang to save his friend, and he will do anything Gang wants. Gang accepted the deal and stopped Dong from killing himself, and told him that he is an angel, and Hong had forgiven him. Dong believed it. When he heard Gang singing the song, he used to sing with Hong, and decided not to kill himself. In the afterlife world, Kim was moving fast, being a paragon. He didn't even went to the betrayal judge and kept going. Then Haywin told him about their next step, which is the 6th trial, the hell of violence. This trial isn't just horrible. The road to it is terrifying, but they managed to reach it anyway. This time Kim was facing a bad case, as he was violent to his Taunj brother Hong. He was hitting him, till the last day he was at their home, before Kim vanished, leaving his family alone. This time Kim was guilty, and the judge was ready to punish him. But Gang then interrupted the trial, and asked Duke to ask for a delay, as this trial is connected to the last one. The judge accepted their request, but with one condition. If Kim was found guilty in the last trial, he would be punished for the 2 trials, and then the guards will not be guards anymore during their road to the last trial, and the one which would bring him back to his world, or leave him in hell. Kim asked about this last one, and Duck told him it's about obeying and respecting parents. Once Kim heard it, he knew he would be punished. So he started to tell his story. When he and Gong were young, only their mother was spending. She worked hard to get food to the table. But then, she got sick. She was in great pain, and no one could help her. They didn't have enough money to send her to the hospital. So Kim decided to kill his mother, in order to stop her suffering. The problem is that Hong saw him, so they both fought together, and Kim punched Hong in the face. The next day, Kim had another idea. As he won't be able to kill his mother, he decided to kill himself and Hong, but he couldn't do it either. That is why he escaped and never came back home again. In the meantime, in the normal world, Kim's mother took the map with her. Then she went to the military unit and showed Park her son's body location. Park was shocked as no one knew it. He asked the lady to go away. When she didn't move, Park hit her and asked his soldiers to take her away. Not knowing that Hong is watching, he got mad seeing what happened to his mother. So he turned into a soul again and started to attack Park, who was the main reason in his mother's issue, and he also buried him alive. Hong attacked Park, and as the 2 worlds are connected, many demons went to fight with Kim, who didn't know what to do, to fight the monsters back, or to escape from the shallow sand. On Earth, Hong saw his brother Kim suffering. He was so happy that it happened, as he always wanted to hurt his brother. Kim then could survive, arriving to his last trial, which is the most important one. The judge found Kim guilty for trying to kill his mother. Duck said, "It's not even a guilt. Why would it be a guilt? If Kim's mother was asleep, not seeing anything, and in fact, Kim didn't do anything." The judge said that his mother opened her eyes and saw her own son trying to kill her. So she felt so sad and wished if she was dead already. Kim started to cry, as now he knows how much his mother suffered cause of him. Kim asked the judge to punish him. He didn't want to get back to the world, but Hong didn't like this plan, so he went into his mother dreams. He told her about the night Kim tried to kill everyone. He only did it cause he wanted to protect his family. Hong told his mom that Kim never forgave himself, so he was working and sending them money to help them as he could. The lady went so emotional, she hugged her son Hong and forgave Kim for all what he did. She didn't even blame him, she blamed herself, as she couldn't get them enough food. After this scene, the judge said that Kim is innocent, and his mom forgave him. Now Kim passed the 7 trials successfully, so he would get back to Earth again, where he sent the last message to his mother, where he talked about his real life and how hard it is. His mother accepted it with a big smile, letting Kim know how deeply she loves him. The end.